This is the 16 power. It's the base play of our offense. Let's quickly go through the blocking rules for it. The interior line minus the center all have the same blocking rules. The blocking rules are GOO linebacker. GOO stands for gap, on, outside to over your partner next to you, to interior linebacker. So basically what you do is you go through the rules, you progress through the rules in that order, and you block the first man that meets those rules. So let's use the right guard for an example. First, he checks his inside gap. There is a guy in his inside gap, a defender. So that is who he blocks. Now let's take a look at the right tackle. He checks his inside gap. There's nobody in his inside gap. So he goes to on. There is nobody on him. So he goes to his next rule, which is outside to head up on the guy next to him. And there is a D tackle there. So this is who he blocks. The right power tackle in this case checks his gap. There is a D tackle in his gap. Therefore, right power tackle blocks him. Look at the left guard here. He checks his inside gap. Notice for the left guard, the inside gap is on the other side of him. Inside gap means the gap on the side of the center of the ball. And he checks his inside gap. No defender there. Checks on him. We'll just say this defender's not on him. And then he checks outside. This defender is a little bit to his edge, a little bit outside of him, so that's the guy he blocks. Again, so in this case, as you can see, none of these folks is progressing on to the linebackers. Just for argument's sake, let's say this nose guard was not here. There is nobody here. The right guard would check his inside gap. Nobody there. Nobody on him. Nobody outside of him. So he goes to the first linebacker. Linebacker is our defenders on the second level of the defense. And he goes to the linebacker inside of him, which in this case would be this outside backer. Center has a very simple blocking rule. His blocking rules are basically play side to backside. We call that mama, which means man on to man away. And he checks in this order. In this case, the play side gap for the center, there's a nose guard there, so the center will take him. And that's who he is blocking. Now, right tight end, left tight end, both have to make their audibles when they come to the line. Right tight end makes a 4 or 6 call, and he does this based upon the D tackle inside of him. The D tackle is the first defensive man on the line of scrimmage to his inside. And in this case, that is this D tackle. This D tackle here is lined up in the 4 hole. So if the D tackle is lined up anywhere basically from head up on the right power tackle to inside, the right tight end makes a 4 call. If this D tackle was lined up outside of the power tackle, the tight end would make a 6 call. Now this makes a difference because it tells the backs where the hole is going to be and where, it tells the 3 back who he's going to block. After the right tight end makes his call, he is going to block the middle backer upon snap of the ball. Left tight end, he has the safety. Safety is the deepest man in the defensive formation. There may be 2 of them or more. If there's 2 safeties or more, the left tight end is going to block the deepest guy on the play side of the formation. Now, the 6 and 4 call, let's go back to it. The 6 call, if the right tight end makes in this case, if we look at this is a 4 call by the right tight end because the D tackle is lined up inside of the right power tackle. This tells the 3 back that he is going to kick out the defensive end. The defensive end is the first man on or outside of the right tight end in the formation here. So 3 back's going to kick out that defensive end. The 2 back has to make sure that he's going to go underneath that kick out block and then go get the cornerback. The 1 back will take 3 steps, a right, left, right step, and then cut through the 6 hole to go to drive, hopefully for lots of yards here. Now, if the tight end had made a 6 call, meaning the D tackle was in this gap here, in this gap, then at this point in time, the 3 back now will kick out the D tackle instead of the D end. So the 3 back would kick out the D tackle. The 2 back still does the same thing, has to go underneath this kick out block. Basically, we're running through the 4 hole now, so he's going to cut through here and then progress out to the cornerback to block him. The 1 back now, instead of taking 3 steps, is going to take a 2-step route. He's going to take a left step. He's going to cross over with his left and step, and then a right cut through the hole. And again, look for daylight to the outside or a seam back to the inside. 4 back, he blocks the outside linebacker, no matter if it's a 4 or 6 call. And that is the 16 power.